to ensure that your paycheck's protected. Life insurance, we offer both whole and term options. Our term option has simplified issue underwriting, which makes it easy for employees to pick up on benefits, while our whole life plan actually does have guarantee issue built into it. Depending on the group, you'll get different levels of that, and we have those conversations on individual bases. Dental coverage that we provide is an individual dental product with no minimum participation, which is unique to the marketplace. We have a lot of flexible plan options with both in and out of network plans. The plan is very wide and comprehensive through the Unum network. I think one thing that's important to note on that dental plan is that we have really 8 different plan options. And so that coverage can go up to $5,000 annually per covered person. And what we typically see in the group space is closer to $1,000 or maybe a $2,000 coverage. Accident plans pay out a direct cash benefit if you get hurt on or off of the job. So for example, I actually did this a couple of years ago. My wife was 8.5 months pregnant. I unfortunately cut my finger in the kitchen, pitting an avocado. Not my brightest moment. But I ended up going to the emergency room, getting stitches, and then I had some follow-up treatment. Colonial paid me about $800 for all that through my accident plan, which was nice because it offset the $1,000 cost that I had from the hospital. For employers, I think this benefit's important because it can really help soften the blow of workers' comp claims. If an employee knows that they can get themselves taken care of through an accident plan or even a disability plan, they'll utilize that workers' compensation less. And again, as you're strategizing with your groups, these are conversations that we're more than willing to have with you and kind of talk about that strategy. And then last but not least, we have our special risk programs. So special risk includes critical illness and cancer plans that pay out a lump sum benefit for things like heart attack, stroke, or kidney failure. And then that cancer benefit alongside of it that pays out based on treatments that someone may have. So for example, if you were to go see a specialist and maybe you had to travel over 50 miles to see that specialist, Colonial would actually pay you 50 cents a mile for gas. They would help cover a hotel stay. And then they'll pay for things like chemotherapy or experimental drugs, second opinions from doctors. So it's extremely comprehensive. Our hospital confinement benefits, the last one that we offer, and that pays for inpatient care at the hospital, including subsequent days at the hospital. A lot of these benefits go very well together. For example, if you have an employee of a group who's planning to have a family, might not be a bad idea to offer them a hospital confinement plan along with the disability coverage so that they can get paid on a disability plan and then also get paid on their hospital confinement plan. All of these benefits, as a reminder, you can see on the right-hand side, employee-owned, they're rate stable. Employees can take these with them with no rate increases. So, by the way, at the end of this, we'll definitely have time for questions. So if you do have any specific questions on these benefits, please write them down. I'm happy to answer them and go through that at the end here. The key with all this, though, is we are here to help. So we've had some questions since our last webinar of, okay, well, what do we do next? So the key is work with Harris, myself, and Maddie, our team, because we can do a few things for you and with you. So we can help support and qualify leads with you. Simply meaning we can guide you to what some of the more profitable businesses are and ones that tend to do more with Colonial. For example, new and used auto dealerships are a great Colonial client. We work a lot with manufacturing and construction companies. We do a lot of work with wholesalers and public sector. That doesn't mean you need to limit to those industries because we do work across most industries. But we can certainly help you with identifying the right ones. We'll help build relationships with you, simply meaning if you have a meeting with a client or even a potential meeting, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're happy to help you and schedule those meetings and give you some verbiage to get you in the door. We are your marketing and enrollment team. So I know that every brokerage may be a little bit different in how they want to operate and enroll these benefits. Just know that if you want to be the type of broker that sets up groups and then has a team of dedicated benefit counselors go in to actually write the business, we can do that for you. And we do that in both English and Spanish. And then again, just comprehensive support. So whether it's our office or it's the Colonial main office, you will have that support from us on a consistent basis. So one of the things that we want to make sure that we're maximizing is, again, knowing where to start and having those initial conversations. So Harris, when you put this together, again, key sectors that are really successful with us, beauty salons are another part of that too. But the goal is really, let's set up initial meetings with decision makers and let's set up discovery calls to have a better understanding of what exactly their needs are. Again, think of us as an extension of your business. So whether you are a group medical broker who focuses strictly on that, maybe you handle Medicare, maybe you're a property and casualty broker, or maybe individual life insurance, whatever the case may be, we want to make sure that when you talk to a business owner or a potential client, that we focus on the fact that you're trying to grow your business, and Colonial is an additional stream of revenue for you. So we're here to try to make you look as good as possible as you get up and running. Again, some different ways that we go about growing the business. We already talked about categorizing businesses. We do have a direct prospecting strategy that we have locally. So for our local agents, and I say locally, I'm up here in New England today, but work all around the country. Our local agents actually utilize Google Assist often, Google Maps often, as well as an internal application that we have to qualify their leads and create a plan. Most of the conversations that we start are as simple as walking into a business or picking up the phone and making that call and simply asking,